guys, welcome back to my channel and thanks so much for clicking on today's video. So as you can tell by the title, I am back with another favourites roundup of things that I have been loving over the past couple of months. If you're interested to check out other favourites videos that I have kind of filmed and products that I've talked about, then I'll make sure to link it up above and also in the description box down below. So check that out if you're interested. If you're new here, welcome to the Found Gang. I would love it if you enjoy this video, if you could hit the subscribe button if you haven't already. I would love to have you around and drop me a comment down below. I love talking to all my subbies. And follow me over on Instagram as well. So I have a couple of items that I want to talk about, so let's just get started. I think I'm going to kick off with style bits first, and the first thing I'm going to talk about are these sandals. I hope they're not getting like massively washed out in the film, but they're basically like a slip-on sandal, but they have all this tasseling detail here at the front. I got these from Mr. Price. I haven't even worn them yet, but I had to include them in this favorites video because I mean, just look at them, look at them, look at the movement, look at the dimension, look at the colors. It's kind of like a pale pink, black and gold. I mean, this is me in a color palette, this right here, so cute. They also have this kind of like faux gold band going around the heel here at the back, which I thought was really nice to kind of tie it into the front, makes them feel a little bit more luxe. But the price point of these is an absolute bargain. They were only 1,300 shillings. I got them from the Mr. Price in Galleria Mall. Is it Galleria or Galleria? I don't never know how to say that mall name, but that's where I got them from. You guys know that I usually complain about my feet being so big and I can never find shoes to fit. And these are in 841, and I usually would need them to be a 42, but actually they fit really well. So if you are big-footed like me and you've been looking for some cute sandals, then check out Mr. Price. Next item I want to talk about is this necklace that I'm wearing. It's a basically chain link necklace with a little padlock on the end. And this is from the New Level store, Nancy Mai's store, Shop New Level. So jewellery trends at the moment are kind of heading back to some more chunky, more kind of like 90s style jewellery. So like hoop earrings and chunky necklaces, but not chunky in the way that we had like in the 2000s where it was like lots of beads and lots of like embellishment. It's more about kind of like gold focused jewellery. So I got this little necklace. It's really nice and lightweight actually. It doesn't feel as heavy around the neck, which means that you can wear it all day. Sometimes with chunky jewelry, it can be really heavy and it can wear on you. I've had some pieces in the past as well that I love the look of, but I just can't get enough wear out of because after a little bit, you actually start to feel the strain on your neck. Not with this, it's lovely and lightweight. And it looks just really cute with like V-neck tops like the one that I'm wearing today, or even on top of like a crew neck but with like a t-shirt that's quite plain, and this kind of necklace would look really cute as well. Also from the Shop New Level store, I got these sunglasses, which are a pair of like black aviator sunglasses. I don't think I've owned a pair of aviators for the longest time, and just because I don't think that they suit my face very well, I feel like they chop me off in the wrong place, and then my forehead looks really big, and then my face is quite long, so it always just feels a little bit, I don't know, not quite smooth enough, so I tend to go for a more cat eye shape. But I saw these and then I was just like, do you know what, I'm gonna try them out because I really liked what they looked like on the website. I'm happy I did because number one, the lens on these is really, really pretty. I mean, it's black, but as you can see, there is a little bit of light that comes through, so it's not like completely opaque. Plus I kind of like the angular shape on top. And with these, I figured out what it is that I need to do. So if you've got a face like mine, what you need to do is push these sunglasses up quite high, because if I wear it where I typically would, then you can kind of see my eyebrows peeking over the top and it looks a little bit weird. Whereas if I push them up quite high, my eyebrows get coloured and then you get the entire look then. Do you see? I just think they look really, really good, and I can't wait to wear these when the sun is back in Nairobi. Okay, moving on to beauty, and I want to talk some things makeup, some things skincare, but on the makeup bits, I only just want to mention these really quickly because I have a full in-depth video on my first impressions on this foundation and this concealer, but I've used them a couple of times since then, and wow, you guys. The products I'm talking about are these, the NARS Radiant Longwear Foundation and this, which is in a mini size, and it's the NARS Radiant Creamy Concealer. I know I haven't owned this long enough for me to form a long-term opinion, but honestly, I know where I'm at with this. I know when I try out a product if I like it or if I need to struggle making it work. This just works. It's amazing. Love the colour, love the finish, love how little of the product you need. So in that last video, I did way too many pumps. You don't need that much. Honestly, a pump and a half will do your whole face. That's what I did this morning. I'm just obsessed with this. I'm really glad that I purchased it. But if you follow me on Instagram, you'll see that NARS has released a new foundation, which is a soft matte. And I am very, very tempted to buy that foundation as well, just based on how good this one was. But I think I like the glow that I get with this one. I've been trying it out with more matte primers, and I actually like that better. It seems to last longer on my skin. I think it works better with my combination oily skin. So I would totally recommend that. I'm the shade New Caledonia, by the way. And for concealer in the shade Truffle, this concealer, I don't think I gave it enough shine in that video because the blendability of this is like, honestly, almost unmatched to anything else that I have tried. It gives the coverage without drying out the under eyes, without getting cakey under the under eyes, but blending seamlessly. So it's not so liquidy that it like slips and like disappears once you start to blend it out with like a sponge. It maintains and it holds and it hangs around, which means that you can just get such a seamless finish. I have done my face today with just brushes, by the way. I didn't even use a sponge, and you can still see just how good that looks. So nothing but praise for this. When this finishes, 100% buying the full size. Okay, and then on to skincare. The first product I want to talk about is an absolute love of mine, and it is the Paula's Choice. Sorry, you're probably not seeing that's very washed out. It's the Paula's Choice 10% Niacinamide Booster. It's basically a niacinamide serum. It's not cheap. It's $44. I mentioned in the Ordinary video that I did a few videos back that I was using the niacinamide from the Ordinary, and when I first started using it, it was like amazing and it was doing all these things for my skin. But then after a while I felt like I kind of hit a plateau, so I decided to just kind of jump the gun and go for Paula's Choice. This is the first Paula's Choice product that I have tried, and I wanted to see whether I would see any difference with her niacinamide vis-a-vis the Ordinary one. Well, let me tell you, my skin came all the way together. I mean, my pores were like non-existent. This also is formulated with hyaluronic acid and other ingredients as well, which means that it doesn't just do the niacinamide bit, although that's the main kind of purpose behind it, but it kind of infuses these other benefits as well. I think I'd run out of the buffet serum when I was using this, and I just used this on its own. I felt really good. I didn't feel extrally like dehydrated. Extrally? Is that a word? Whatever. I didn't feel extra dehydrated when I was using this. I didn't feel like I needed something else to be added in. Although when I did get my buffet, you know I love that product, so it came right back. I would say if you have hit a plateau with any other niacinamide product and you are looking for that kind of push through, consider this. It is pricey. It's actually slightly smaller as well in terms of mil, so you only get 20 mil in this as opposed to the 30 mil, which means that I'm actually all out of this. Devastatingly so. I don't know what to do because I don't know if I'm ready to drop another $40 something, but I think I might have to go back because she really did that for me. There is also a 20% booster, so I don't know whether to try that or maybe I'm taking it too far, but I feel like this is just doing stuff for my life, so I might have to go back to that. I still have a little bit of the Ordinary one left, so I will finish that one up first, and I'll decide whether I'm going to repurchase this, try another one, or, you know, yeah, basically what it is that I'm going to do. But if you're looking for something and you're not too worried about that price point, then please go check this out. It's the truth. This has now put me onto Paula's Choice in terms of working for my skin, and I think I would be looking up a couple of other products that she has to see what else I want to incorporate from this line. Okay, the next product is this, and it's the Ordinary's Azelaic Acid Suspension in 10%. I was doing some research lately around azelaic acid, and its efficacy point really is around 10% plus. So if you see it formulated with something else and they can't tell you how much it's got in it, I would leave it alone. The only ones that I've seen explicitly kind of say how much azelaic acid is in there is this one by The Ordinary, and also Paula's Choice has an azelaic acid booster as well. I think possibly Revolution Skincare have done one, but I haven't looked into it too deeply. Anyway, all that to say, I have been using this for a couple of weeks, not yet even a month, but I can see the difference. So it is basically a multifunctional brightening formula. That's what they market it as. Azelaic acid does pretty much almost everything. I actually put a post up in a new series that we've got on the Cocoon Beauty channel. Every week we post about a different ingredient, and I did a specific post about azelaic acid, so I did a lot of reading around it before then. And she basically does everything. Like, she'll do brightening of your skin, she'll do smoothing of your skin, she'll do tackling hyperpigmentation, she'll do calming your skin if you've got like rosacea or any other kind of like aggravated skin condition. This basically does it all. So I was like, is this really like that much of a wonder product, or like what's the tea? So I've been trying it. I'm really enjoying it. I'm using it. You can use it both morning and night, and I'm using it pretty much most morning and nights. Sometimes I'll skip depending on what else I've got going on in my routine, like if I'm using a retinol or whatever. I don't want to like overburden my skin, but it's kind of like a thick consistency. It feels like like a moisturizer, but one that's kind of gel based, but also like quite thick. So I put on all my other kind of hydrating serums on, and I would put this on as like my last step with my moisturizer or with my oil. So that's where it sits in my routine. It's kind of like one of the very last products that I would use, just because it's a bit thicker. You want the other products to be able to penetrate, so let them go on first, and then I put this on at the end. It's available on Cocoon. Read up on that post, see about that, do some extra research if you haven't come across this before. But honestly, I think this is doing something for me, and I think you should try it if you're looking for those same benefits in a skincare product. Okay, homeware. And the first thing I want to talk about, let me just show you, is this mug, this kind of like Moscow Mule cocktail mug. It is made out of stainless steel, but it's got, of course, copper finishing detail and a gold handle, and it comes with a straw. I've got the hammered texture, which basically looks like it's been bashed in with a hammer all the way around. I'll leave the name of the store where I got this from down below. The service was really good, and I think I will be purchasing more stuff from that store coming forward, and the price of this was really good as well. I got 2 of these cocktail jugs. I honestly wanted to buy 6 so that I could make a set if we were like hosting, but I just bought 2. I haven't even had this for this long, so like maximum a week, and I haven't used it yet because this weather has been so crappy that I haven't been able to make cocktails. I think just as I got it, the weather kind of like shifted, but I can't wait until it warms up enough. I am going to be making my Moscow Mules in here. I'm going to be having my caipirinha, is that how you say it? I don't know how you say that. The Brazilian cocktail in here. I really love kind of limey, ginger type cocktails. So I'm really looking forward to that. I'll keep you posted on how it washes, etc. But I think it's supposed to be stainless, so I don't anticipate any problems there. If you follow me over on Instagram, then you'll have seen this product already, but I wanted to give you an update because it has made it into my favorites, and that is this beautiful olive wood chopping board that I got from Santana, Africa. It is just gorgeous. I raved about it, just kind of like first impressions on my IG stories, which is why you should follow me on Instagram, guys. Look, you're missing so much if you're not already. But it is beautiful. It is absolutely beautiful. I've used this both for actual cutting, and I've used this for like styling and putting bread on. I haven't done a charcuterie yet, but that's next. Like, as in, it's just beautiful. I think I want more in this kind of a shape, the rectangular shape. I think they also did them in like circular shapes and possibly others, but I think I would want another one in this. The reason I love this so much is, number one, just look how beautiful that wood is. That grain is absolutely gorgeous. Number two, it is also very, very heavy. It's like thick, heavy wood. Like, if I whacked you around the head with this, you would feel it. It's not like a little piece of pine or nothing, no. Top tip for this is to care for it well. So it needs to have oil every now and again. Don't wash it or scrub it too hard with anything that is too abrasive, and then just seal it in with some oil, which is what we've been doing, and it's still looking absolutely gorgeous about a month or two later on. So would totally recommend that, and I think it was only like 1,600 shillings as well, which I think is really good value for the quality of this board. Then, because your girl is a creature of habit, I bought more olive wood products, but this time from a different store. This store is called Booney Crafts on Instagram. I'll leave the link down below. I got this beautiful wood bowl that is just, I mean, look at it. I love wood. Haha, that's what she said. I love this olive wood. The grain is just beautiful. The color of this is just so rich. So I got it in this size, which is the largest size available, and I also got it in this smaller size as well. So this one I'm using as a fruit bowl at the moment, and it's just perfect for where it sits. We have the fruit bowl kind of sat on top of the water dispenser at the minute. And then this bowl, I wanted it to kind of have as like a trinket thing, but I think I might put it in the entranceway and have it for like keys and bits that just kind of get thrown at the door. So that's what I'm thinking with that one. So this Booney Crafts page basically works on anything that you would buy in like Maasai market. So anything that's like craft based. And what I want to do is to have them make for me an olive wood kind of center trough thing. So not kind of cylindrical, but one that would be more ovalish. A little bit like the ones that you see on Restoration Hardware, but something just kind of like for the middle of the dining table. I think that would look really nice, kind of sat on a runner with some like bits and things in it. Yeah, so I will show you that when I have that made, but that's that. There's a size that's in between these, so I got the biggest one and the smallest one. All right, the final thing I want to talk about is a book, and it's this one right here. This is Stay With Me by Ayobami Adebayo, and she's a Nigerian author. This book, we set up a little book club with a few friends of mine. Honestly, it's turned into more of a drinking club, but with books discussed on the side, which is what all book clubs should be about, really, if you ask me. Anyway, this book was scandalous. So we had a group chat set up, and immediately, like, we all bought the book at slightly different times, but we had agreed on when we were meeting to discuss the book. The first few people that started reading it were like, oh my god, this book is so infuriating. So I was like, what? Okay, like, I was putting it on hold, but let me jump in. This book grabs you from the outset and keeps you there the entire way through. It's a really easy read, which is what I loved about this book. You can really actually power through it in, I mean, if you have a weekend, you can finish it in a weekend. If you're not like, you know, up to other stuff. It basically follows two characters, a husband and wife, through their stories, and it kind of shifts between the wife's perspective and the husband's perspective, set in Nigeria in the 80s, but also flips to kind of modern times. Anyway, it's an amazing book because I think it incorporates a lot of things in there, like feminism, patriarchy, kind of cultures as well, but specifically Nigerian cultures, but I think there's a lot that we can mirror and see also in our own Kenyan culture or African culture at large. It's funny, it's shocking, it is captivating, and yeah, we really enjoyed reading this book. You can get it from Raffle Books. I'll leave the link down below. They actually deliver it for free, and their books are actually reasonably priced. So I enjoyed purchasing from them in the experience, so that's why I'll leave the link. But I'm sure you can get it at other bookshops as well. But check that one out. I think I would definitely recommend that. Alright, so that brings me to the end of the video. Yeah, I hope you enjoyed my favourites. If you did, please give the video a thumbs up. And I guess I will see you in my next one. Bye.